Whether you're looking for a good book for a young reader at home or something to put on your coffee table, we have some great options.
Lori Fazio from RJ Julia Booksellers is here. Tell us about some popular books on the shelves right now. I'm looking for some gifts.
Yes.
So I'm still hunting, Lori.
I figured that's what we would be talking about today.
I'm figuring you can help us out.
Yes. So we have a lot of holiday selections in the stores.
Okay.
You know, our favorites that we've been planning for months. We actually take a long time to narrow it down to get our favorite books ready.
And look at this. What a plethora of choices we've got today.
Well, we did some kids and some adults. So I'm going to start with Little Red and the Cat Who Loved Cake. So this Little Red is this little boy who, it's sort of a spin on Little Red Riding Hood, but there's all sorts of nursery rhyme references in here. From the town that he's in that has like Cinderella's attic, and it has the, Dish and Spoon Diner, Hickory Dickory Dock, Let Us Fix Your Clock. So there's lots of references to nursery rhymes. There's no words, so you can tell the story.
Oh, seriously?
And let your child tell the story with you along the way. The cat, whose name is Wolfie, wants to go to grandmother's house to get a piece of this cake, thinks he's being sly, but they know that the cat's been like traveling along with them, dresses up like grandmother, like sort of like the Little Red Riding Hood story.
Hysterical.
And they share the cake with him. It's really, really cute. It's a lot of fun.
That's great because you get to make it up and maybe
like the fact you
encourage
get
your
to make
kids
your
to
own
tell a story.
Exactly.
That's
And
awesome.
then also, references other nursery rhymes, which they've probably heard of a lot of them, but maybe they haven't heard of all of them. So it'll encourage you to look into other things.
Get the cat dressed up as the grandmother.
Yes, it's really cute.
Let me just show this. All right, I want to keep us moving. But
Yes.
this is
Okay.
really
So
funny.
Welcome to the Future is also for kids. This is they've taken things that could happen in the future. There are scientists that say what could happen. Will we have flying cars? Will we be able to think something and have our friend down the street know what we're thinking and they think something back? Will there be, robots that take over everything that we do? So it's really interesting for that child that's interested in science or science fiction or robotics or anything like that. So really, really cool.
Wow. Will we live on Mars or upload our brains to computers? So it actually lets you know like what's realistic, what's not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And
That's really cool.
and the creativity there.
Yeah, that's excellent.
That's cool.
And so then I brought, and I don't know where it is, but the Wind Riders is for early readers. So this is like the Magic School Bus meets Magic Treehouse. So this is Rescue on Turtle Beach. So it's going to give you a little bit of the facts about what is in science and nature, but with a little story behind it. This is one of two so far in this series. So for early readers, maybe 6 to 10, if you have a reader that's still a little struggling at 9 or 10.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, let's talk about baking with DORIE. So DORIE Greenspan can make anyone look brilliant in the kitchen. I love her books. She, technically does French books, but her baking books, every kind of dessert you can imagine in here. I love cookies. I have a hard time saying no to any kind of cookie, particularly a chocolate chip cookie. There's a whole segment in here on different types of chocolate chip cookies. So there's chocolate chunk, there's a Parisian style one, there's a ginger one with basil.
So these are real recipes for the cook in your life?
Oh, yes.
Okay, I thought it was a kid's book or
No,
something.
no, we've moved on. Yeah.
Anyone who these kids are going to be aficionados
wants
in the
to
kitchen.
cook or give it to someone who they want to cook for them. This is baking, and she's just brilliant. She can make anybody look good.
Terrific.
Okay, that's awesome.
David Copperfield. So I was always obsessed with magic.
Yeah, me too.
Although not enough to want to try it.
Me
but
too.
Anytime I see it, I'm still like, how did they do that?
Yep.
This doesn't tell you how they did it.
But it has the history of it.
It has the history of how he got involved. It talks about a lot of magicians, illusionists, actors that were involved in this sort of thing through the years, gives their stories, tells you the origination of pulling the rabbit out of the hat, the origination of sawing the person in half, where these people got. A lot of magicians wanted to escape class, and so this was their way to get out of their class that they were in.
That's so amazing.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So really, really interesting. You hear a lot about other magicians and illusionists through the years. You get their story. Very, very cool.
Okay, we only have 30 seconds left.
Yeah, the last one I brought is American Christmas Stories. So this is something that I used to love. I had a book
What a
as a
nice
child that
book.
I could go and read different Christmas stories. There's 59 stories in here from Civil War all the way up through now. There's ghost stories. There's, fantasy stories. There's a Mark Twain letter to his children that he wrote on Christmas Day. Louisa May Alcott is in there. So all different kinds. You could sit down and read it in one reading, or you could do various,
That's great.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
thanks,
so
Laurie.
nice.
Sure.
All
I
right,
love-
and
I
we
love Christmas.
we
It's so
have
great.
our book club choices up on our Great Day Connecticut Book Club Facebook page, so you
Yes.
can vote there.
Right now, Mitch Albom is leading, but there's only about 11 votes on there, so go ahead and vote. So it's The Stranger in the Lifeboat, which is the Mitch Albom book. There is Personal Librarian by Marie Benedict, and then there's Beautiful Little Fools by Jillian Cantor.
Okay.
Got her name.
Make your picks, pick your pleasures, pick your pleasure.